Wellness isn't just about doing everything at once, it's about building a lifestyle that supports you physically, mentally and emotionally, and these are the habits that make the biggest difference for me. Hi guys, it's Neil, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing very well. Guys, happy new year. How are we all feeling about 2026? What better way to kick off the brand new year than coming to you guys with a video all about wellness and a healthy lifestyle. Now, I'm just gonna put this out there now. I am in no way, shape or form at the type of healthy lifestyle that I want to be. I've come a very long way from my habits and what my life used to look like, and these things that I'm mentioning today has definitely helped me. I was talking about wellness towards the end of 2025 and I'm bringing it into this year because it's so important. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about all things how to actually start your wellness journey from scratch. All over social media, everyone is talking about being on your wellness journey, especially at the start of a new year. That content is everywhere. But if you're a beginner, how do you actually know where to start your wellness journey? And that's exactly what I'm going to be breaking down for you guys today. I'm so excited to get into today's video. If you're new, I'd love to have you here. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe. So the first thing I want to talk about is journaling and gratitude. Wellness doesn't start in the gym, it actually starts in your mind, because if your mind is chaotic, everything else will feel so much harder, and that's why gratitude and being thankful for things is so important. Journaling helps you process your emotions instead of carrying them, and gratitude helps to rewire your brain to know what's working instead of what's missing. If you're being thankful every day and you're showing gratitude, it's hard to actually notice what's missing. You'll just be thankful for what's already working and what you've already got. When it comes to journaling, a little goes a long way. Even if you just write 3 things every morning that you're grateful for, or even if you just write 1 thing, like whatever you can do, but you don't have to do too much. You don't have to fill the page. One thing I love using that really helps me with my journaling is the 5-minute journal from Amazon. This has helped me with my journaling so much. I was never really journaling before I got there. My boyfriend actually got this for me on my birthday, and it's been such a great gift because I use it every single morning before I, start my day, and every single night. It is so good. You don't have to get an actual journal from like Amazon or something, but if you want structure, I recommend getting your hands on that journal, only because it already comes up with the questions for you. One thing about me, I feel like before I started journaling, the reason why I would always procrastinate journaling is just because of the fact of I wouldn't know what to write. I wouldn't know what to put on the piece of paper. But if you have a journal that already gives you the prompts of what to write, it's a lot more easier to get it done, and it literally only takes 5 minutes of your time. That's why it's called the 5-minute journal. I have my Amazon storefront in the link in my description box. Make sure you go check it out because it's the best way to go about wellness and journaling in 2026. The next point I want to touch on about how to actually start your wellness journey and build that healthier lifestyle is building a slow, solid morning routine. This is so important, and it's one of the biggest mistakes that people make. The biggest mistake people make is focusing on having a productive morning instead of a calm one. This is a mistake I used to make as well. Every morning I need to be productive, but now I'm kind of rewiring my brain to know that, you know what, every morning should be calm. I was watching a YouTube video this morning while I was having my breakfast, and it was this girl talking about how she resets her nervous system in the morning, because one thing that is so important, guys, if your nervous system is spiked, if your nervous system is at its peak in the morning time, like the rest of your day will just shamble. That's why it's so important to take your time and just be calm. Don't focus on getting too much done in the morning. That's for the afternoon around 12-1. Focus on having a slow, calm morning. Slow mornings allow you to have a more regulated nervous system, and they also help you to lower your stress levels in the morning, because starting your day stress is the #1 way to ruin your day, and this is why it's so important to not scroll in the morning. The #1 reason why people start their day stressed, and I can bet you it's this one reason that you scrolled in the morning. I don't care what you do on your phone in the morning, as long as it's not social media. You're starting your day stressed because you saw this on social media, you saw that on social media, and it feels like you're so behind on life. Let's not do that. I always say that people should avoid social media at least for the first hour of like waking up. If not the first hour, then at least after you finish getting ready for the day. I am much more happier when I don't scroll. I'm much more happier the less I consume. Like the more I consume, I realize I am more down about myself because it feels like everyone is ahead. It's not a great feeling to feel like you're behind in your 20s. Being able to keep my stress levels low by not scrolling in the morning is so important. So for me personally, I have a 1-hour no phone session in the morning. During that time, I'll shower, I'll get ready for the day, I will do my bed, like clean up my space a bit. Get into the habit of not scrolling in the morning. It's honestly the most perfect way to be on your wellness journey. Other examples of slow mornings can be taking your time when you're doing your makeup. Maybe you take extra long in the shower to use a body scrub. Maybe you do a face mask in the morning. Maybe you stay in your robe a bit longer than usual because that you just want to relax. Maybe you make your breakfast like really slow. You make a nice full breakfast. #1 way to have a slow morning is by waking up early. You can't really have a slow morning if you're waking up at 11 a.m. 12, because at that point your day has technically started. I get up at 7 a.m. By the time I start my task, it's like half 11, 12. I started filming this video at 12. It's currently 12:35. This is the usual order of my day. I like to be ready for the day, starting to do my task. The next tip I want to talk about in terms of wellness, this one obviously has to be mentioned. I talk about it on my TikTok all the time. Taking your daily probiotics. This is so important for you. I don't know why people don't take probiotics, especially for women. Probiotics is #1 way to support a healthy, balanced gut, which is the most important thing, because if your gut health is off, baby, let me tell you, your bloating will be out of this world, your skin will be out of this world, and not in a good way. Also down there, if your gill is off, I can bet you it's your gut. You have a bad gut health. Sort out your gut and you'll realize less bloating, less skin issues, less, you know, smelly girly down there. I take the Wild Guard Vitaflora. They are on my Amazon storefront once again. My Amazon storefront will be in the description box for you guys. I've been taking these for coming up to 2 years. They're so good. I take them every single day. They also help me to keep everything fresh down there, because if you guys don't know, the Wild Guard Vitaflora was actually made for women. Like, it's made for women's body, because wellness isn't just about what you see outside, it's also about what's happening internally. So if you're not already taking your probiotics, this is your time to start taking your probiotics in 2026. If you don't, it can impact feminine health, it can impact gut health, it can impact bloating, digestion. The next thing I want to talk about, and you guys obviously saw this one coming, is to move your body. Now, I don't want you to get scared when I say this, because when a lot of people talk about moving their body, they mean hardcore gym, running like miles on miles, and that is not what that means. When it comes to moving your body, guys, anything counts. The gym counts, walking on a treadmill counts, getting your steps in counts, buying a yoga mat and doing some exercises or body stretches in your room, that counts. Don't feel like you have to go to the gym or like run outside to just move your body. Like, it's the little things. The more you do those things, they add up over time with consistency, and you start seeing results, because it's not about the intensity of what you do, it's about how long you do it for. I just want you guys to know that body movement doesn't have to look extreme to be effective. Next topic I want to talk about is food choices that actually support you. 3 weeks ago, I have literally realized what I put into my body matters. I'm just going to give you guys a quick little backstory, otherwise you won't understand what I'm about to say. Earlier this year, my body broke out massively, and at first I thought it was an allergic reaction, because I'm obsessed with body care, guys. So at first I thought, oh, maybe it's this new body care that I tried, maybe it's this new body scrub that I bought. Like, I thought like it was like an outside issue. Okay, at the time I was, oh gosh, no, at the time I was working a 12-hour shift job. I do not wish that on my worst enemy. Not even the job itself, like 12-hour shifts, I do not wish that on my worst enemy. I quit that job because I realized in that job was contributing to my health at the time. Like, my mental health was really, really bad, my skin was really, really bad, my body had bumps, or like, it was crazy. After those shifts, I would be limping home. My boyfriend can vouch for me. I was limping like after every single shift. It got to the point where, even though like at that time it would be nice to have that extra bit of income, it got to the point where I really just had to leave that job and was like, you know what, Jesus, I put my trust in you, because like, I'm quitting this job. To this day, I'm still unemployed, but I'm doing great, guys. So it's like, after I quit that job, I realized my body was breaking out less. It wasn't like flaring up. When I quit that job, my health like started getting back to normal. This started in July. Only in December I realized that it wasn't actually anything I used on my body, it was about what I was doing to my health. When you work a 12-hour shift job, you barely get proper sleep. You start your shifts at like 8 a.m. in the morning, you finish at 9 p.m. At the time, I wasn't that organized, so I wouldn't have time to, you know, make meals. I wouldn't have time to meal prep before my shifts. That would actually contribute worse. Not meal planning led to eating out a lot. Fast food, McDonald's on my shift breaks, Taco Bell on my shift breaks. I would have fast food nearly every single day because I was in work nearly every single day. That contributed to my health for one. Another thing that really contributed to it was the lack of sleep. I wasn't sleeping properly, guys. I was stressed. No sleep, stress, plus a bad diet. Of course my body was going to react like that. Of course my body was like, boom, Nia, what are we doing here? Only 3 weeks ago, my boyfriend made me realize that my diet was also contributing to what was going on with my skin, because even after I left the job, here and there it would flare. I was talking to my boyfriend about it, and he was just like, it's about focusing what you do internally. And then I started to thinking, okay, what does he mean internally, like diet wise? And then he was like asking me, do you have too much oily food? Are you using vegetable oil when you cook? After that phone call, I really went off and started doing my own research. I was cooking my meals with vegetable oil back to back every single day. Vegetable oil is so bad for you. Vegetable oil, sunflower oil, rapeseed oil, it's all bad for you. It's high in omega-6, and that is what promotes inflammation. So when I read that, I was like, oh my gosh, this whole time I have been making myself worse by eating things that promote inflammation. I know that was a long story, but I have to touch on this because what you put in your body is more important than you think. Wellness is built in your everyday habits, and this is so important, especially with the example I just gave. If you work in an office job, if you work in a job that maybe you don't have time to meal prep, like, this is something I just really want to make you aware of. Take the time to meal prep, because the more you intake fast food, the more you intake, you know, quick meals, it's so bad for your health. It's not good for you at all. One thing I love using to help me have realistic meals that are better for me is Pinterest. Protein is also a non-negotiable that I want to mention. For me personally, I didn't know my protein intake either, because a lot of people say get your protein in, and then when it comes to asking them, well, how much protein should I be intaking, they say, oh, I don't know. Like, it's really, really difficult. If you don't know what your protein intake should be, or like carbs or calories, whatever, use ChatGPT. Okay, we have resources for a reason, guys. I'm gonna put up on the screen because I literally did this like a week ago. If you give ChatGPT some stats, so tell ChatGPT your gender, how old you are, your height, your weight, make sure you weigh yourself before doing it. It has to be accurate. Also tell ChatGPT if you're a gym person, because that would help. Like, if you're active, calories would change. If you're not active, your calories will change. So ChatGPT will tell you your calories or what you should be intaking in a day. I'll put mine on the screen because it's not something to gatekeep. I'm not at all promoting you to track your calories or be obsessed with calories, because that is not healthy. You know, you should be able to like be free when you eat. I'm not saying to track your calories, but what I am saying is if you have an idea of what you should be intaking, it helps you when it comes to making meals. That was a long tip, but on to the next tip, guys. Lemon water. Talking about my lemon water, she is right here in all her glory. I put 2 sliced lemons in here, cold water and some ice to be extra crisp. Lemon water is something I did a lot when I was younger, and I stopped doing it for years. I'm 20 years old. Last time I drank lemon water, like other than now, obviously 14, 15, like I haven't drank it in years. One thing I was doing when I was that age was drinking lemon water, and my skin would never fail me. I don't know if I have pictures of when I was 14, 15, but if I do, I will put them on the screen because my skin was glowing. Like, my skin did not disappoint. I don't actually know the benefit of lemon water. All I know is that it helps to clear your skin. When I was 14, 15, I wasn't doing anything to my skin other than drinking lemon water. I barely was using all these nice fancy face products that I use now. Like, I wasn't really using those back then. The reason my skin was so clear was purely because of the fact that I was drinking lemon water. Being on your wellness journey, you need to have that clear skin, and lemon water will help you do that. On to the last and final tip for this video, how to actually start your wellness journey and be on your more healthier lifestyle, is protect your mind by scrolling less. I know I touched on this earlier, but it needed its own point. Constant scrolling leads to constant comparison, and comparison kills peace. Comparison really is a thief of joy. It really, really is. One thing I want to say is mental wellness is probably more important than physical wellness. A lot of people will disagree. Comment down below if you agree. If your mental is good, you're naturally gonna work out. You're naturally gonna eat better. But if your mental is bad, you're naturally gonna make bad eating choices. You're naturally gonna not really be motivated to go to the gym. So me personally, I feel like it all starts here. What happens here then affects your actions. Let's look at other people's lives and what they're doing and what you're not doing. It will really help you be more happier because you're in your own bubble. Especially when you're in the content creation space. Content creators go into like brand events and stuff. You're like, oh, why didn't I get right to that? It's all just comparison, and all of that feeds like negativity. Those are all my tips on how to actually start a wellness journey in 2026. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know the main thing you took from this video, and also, like I said, all the links of the products I talked about will be in my Amazon storefront. Link is in description. The first video of 2026. I've got so much more to come. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment down below, and if you like this video, YouTube suggests that you like these. Bye.